Good morning and welcome to today's video. I have like completely forgotten to record anything this morning, so here's some clips of the booth. Looks super cute, looks super nice. I just did some editing for Instagram, posted a little reel on there, and then yeah, it's like 8:10 right now, so nobody's here, but there's supposed to be like a big event going on in Noblesville today. It's called Duck Race. And so they dump a bunch of ducks in the White River, and then whoever like makes it at the end, whoever's like wins, they get like $1,000 prize, and they clean out the ducks. So don't worry, they clean out all the ducks. But that is going on today because it's the weekend after the Indy 500. So apparently it's a big thing here. So we'll see how the traffic goes. We'll see how everything goes. It's been hours, like literal hours. It's like 10. I found out like around like 7 or 8 o'clock or something, or 6, or I don't even know, but I've been like freaking out for a couple of hours. And I did so much work today. I poured so many candles today. I'm literally standing like right in front of them. I poured, here, like you can see them in the mirror. I poured so many candles today, and I was just really tired from standing for hours, literal hours, pouring all these candles. And I go to my computer and I go on YouTube and I start watching videos and stuff, and then I see I had notifications because I can't, obviously, if I'm on my TV or my phone where I typically watch YouTube. And yeah, I type in youtube.com to watch YouTube on my phone. I don't have the app, but I don't have like notifications. You can't see notifications on there. And so the only place I can see it is my computer. And so I was like, I have a notification from what? Like, I don't comment anywhere. Like, why do I have a notification? And I look, and literally like the one time I comment, I won a giveaway. Wade from Black Tie Barn was doing a video with another candle maker and talking about how his candles were unique, and was giving away a wax melter. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna comment, and we'll just, you know, like the chances of me like getting it are very slim. Like, what? And I got a notification that I fucking won. Like, I'm so floored still, and I want to cry because this means this means so much, but this means that either A, I already have the melter. Like, I haven't gotten an email or anything. Like, I emailed them like the moment I saw it, but it's definitely after like business hours or whatever. But I have the melter that they're giving away, and I like it a lot. And to have 2 of them would mean that the hours that I literally spent doing all these candles would be like cut in half, because I don't have to wait for all of this wax to melt. And then also I want to start doing beeswax candles, so I could have that melter just specifically for beeswax. Like, I was shocked right now. And I called my boyfriend and I told him about it. and we were both just in shock. I had to go outside to like regulate my nervous system, and I realized that I had been wearing this pin. I had put this pin on today, and I had been wearing it for like the afternoon because I was up at the lakes and I got home and I was like, oh, that's cute, I want to put that on. And I was wearing this as I got the notification and I read it. Like, lucky girl syndrome, oh. Yes, girl. I was like, you have to be kidding me. I literally got this notification. I'm like, trying not to cry, but I literally got this notification and I'm wearing this fucking 4-leaf clover that I made. Truly feeling like the luckiest girl in the world. And I don't know how to comprehend, like, at all, because it's like such a small gesture, but that goes such a long way. Like, it cuts my time in half. Or it could be like beeswax only melter. Like, it just makes me so happy. Like, I'm just like in shock. Like, I'm able to expand my business in different ways and to be able to do things faster and be able, I don't know, I just like, what? Good afternoon. It is around like 3:30, 3:40 right now, and I am unpacking in downtown Wabash for the First Friday event. Very sweaty. I don't have my boyfriend to help me this time, and they've closed down Canal Street, so I can't park my car right there. It's been a long trip. It's like 70-something degrees outside, but the humidity is killing me. But here I am. I'm setting up. Should be good. Like, it's hot. It feels more like 90 degrees outside because of the humidity. Like, this is crazy. Your girl is sweating. This is my walk. If you can even see all the way down there, my little red tent is past the green one. It's not a far walk if you're not carrying things, but when you're carrying things, it's pretty far. So this is a new sign that I've put up, and all of these are new because they're clearer and you can actually like see the lettering a lot better. But if you scan this QR code, it leads to my website. It has like where all my in-person events are. So I printed out 2 of those. But this is what the booth looks like. Super cute. See here so you can see them a lot better. So I like them. They're really cute. They're a lot smaller than my other ones, but that is okay. See, here's another one of these signs. And then up here I have these stars. Super cute. And I hung them lower this time because you couldn't see them the last time. So, okay. This is the booth. It's very hot today, OMG. Driving away from the event. Currently it is 8:17. My parents came and helped me pack up, which was very, very grateful. Hopefully you can hear me pretty good, but here are my thoughts. So they closed down Canal Street for the first time ever for this event this time. It was great. That is what we need every single time. It's for people to be able to come down that street and walk down the middle of the road. Like, that's what's needed every single time, because I figured it up. And the very first time I did this event, I thought that I made like more than I did, but actually I made like $6.50 after the fees of the booth and after the my insurance. I ended up making like $6.50 last time. this time I made like $51. So there is a big difference when they close down the street. Now, is that an astronomical amount? Like from the first time to this time, like percentage wise, that is amazing. You know what I mean? Like that is like, I don't even know what percentage, but you know, at least like a 200 or 300% increase in sales for me, who sells candles, right? And I sell sewn goods as well, like scrunchies, makeup bags, and I also sell bookmarks. Okay, just to give you just like a preface, if you don't know what I actually sell, then that's what I do. And so that's great in that terms, but in actuality, it is bad. It is so bad. I went and talked to another vendor who I saw there the last time. And I talked to them. I was just like, hey, like, are you going to be doing this full season? Because I'm a full season vendor. And both of the people were like, oh, they told us that we could not be full season vendors, like that they didn't have a price for that, and that there was no option to be full season. So it seems like I am, because they were the only people who were there before, right? So it seems like out of everybody doing it, I am the only person that I know of, right, that is a full season vendor. I paid $150 for a full season. So every time, this event lasts for me from last month, May, oh my gosh, yeah, May to October. Typically this lasts from March to October, but I didn't do it in March. I started in May. So I do it from May to October, so it cost me $18.75 for the booth fee, and then I tack on $10 on top of that because that's what my insurance typically costs me per event. Essentially like my business insurance, okay? So it cost me, I'll just round up to 20, so it's $30 that I need to make every single time I go to this event. People who drop in, even if they do it every single time and they do drop-in style, it is $60, okay? If I had to pay $60, I think today I would have made $10. And last time I would have been in the negative so bad I would not have come back, like at all, because I would have been in the negative at least like $30 more, like at least $30 or $40 more I would have been in the negative. So that is a little odd. I didn't know that they were offering full season vendors to anybody else. I'm glad that it's for me, but I also think it's a little odd that nobody else is a full season vendor. Now, I would not be going to this event ever again, even after today. Like, I did so much better today, but when I average around $300 at the Noblesville Farmers Market every Saturday, it's like pennies compared to today, if we're just talking money. Now, I was sat beside, I forget what they were exactly, what the business was, but it was essentially just giving out free face painting. It's not what they do, obviously, as a business, but it's something that they were just doing for kids. They give out free face paint. Now, the line kept going, like, directly in front of my table and of my booth. So, like, it was just, like, people were just, like, standing in front of my booth waiting for their kids to get face paint, or somebody would end up being stopped there because the line was kind of big and it'd go a little bit into the street. And so people ended up standing in front of my booth for a very long time, and me not being able to redirect. Now, there was like a little kid who tried to set his popsicle, his like, and you know, the ones with the plastic, like the little plastic tubes, and it's like all melted, like the whole thing is melted, and he tried to set that on my table. And I had to tell him no, and then his mom had to tell him no, and then she went and picked it up. And people kept using the back of my booth because it was right up against the sidewalk. People kept using the back of my booth as like a alleyway. Like, they literally would just step into the back of the booth and come through the booth. Now, like, that's like I understand why they did it. And I understand because like right, like in the entirety of my spot, right in the middle of my like 10-foot spot was like a big cement planter box. So it was right in the way. That's why I moved my booth over. So people were standing around it and sitting around it, and then other people just wanted to get around them, but they didn't want to go up on the sidewalk. They just wanted to come down into the street and see what was in there. So my booth was what they would cut through in the back.
And it was like, I would literally turn around and just people were just like standing back there or cutting through the back of my booth. And I've never had that happen to me before. So it's like, I don't know what to do in that situation. It's also not that big of a deal because I didn't have anything back there. Like, I didn't have any product. I didn't have any of my suitcases that I pack everything up in. Like, I had nothing back there. It was all underneath my table. It was just annoying because it was like people were constantly coming up from behind me and me not seeing them. It was just like scaring me, to be honest. And so, when I went and talked to the other vendor that I talked to that was there the previous time, they said they did a lot better this time, but they were really debating on whether or not they were even going to come back because they were doing drop-in style. They were told there was no full season vendor, like, pass at all. And so they were really debating whether or not they were going to come back because they didn't do very well either last time. So, here are, like, my thoughts. Here are just my thoughts about this event. The type of demographic of people that are going are typically low income. They're not going to spend money on frivolous things. The face paint was free. Everybody was walking around with a drink or a food item. Like, nobody was really buying things that weren't a necessity because that is the area that Wabash is in. It is a poor area. People do not have the economic means to spend money on things for themselves, for other people, like, a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I had one woman come up and she was like, oh, I really want this candle, but, like, I just don't have the money right now. Like, I just don't have that kind of money just to spend on something that isn't a necessity. And it was like, okay, like, I totally understand that. So, going into this, I know that. I'm from Wabash. I know the demographic around here, right? I know the economic, like, poorness of the area, which I'm not shaming anybody for that because I'm in the same boat. Like, me personally, I'm in the same boat. We're not very rich right now are we? You know what I mean? So, like, that's, like, no shame to anybody at all. It's just an observation in what I know. Also, a lot of people are walking around. They're, like, very young families. It's kind of the same thing of Noblesville farmers markets. It's like a bunch of young families or their grandparents, right? That's the demographic. So if I would give a just flat yes or no, would I do this event again? If I did not have a full season pass, the answer is no, okay? Because I have the full season pass, I'm going to keep doing it, right? And I know that during the summer months, especially in July and August, those are even better. So I know the beginning of the season is rough. And this is only once a month, and I've already paid for it. So there's my, like, push to keep doing it. Because really, like, I can make that money back. It's just that I don't make a lot of money going to this event. But would I recommend it for anybody else if you cannot get a full season pass? No, because $60 is absolutely outrageous. Absolutely. Like, for a food vendor, I don't know how much they charge for a food vendor, but I know that it's more. It's probably $100, let's be for real. And that is acceptable for a food vendor because it's food. People are going to buy food. A family could come up to you. One family could come up to you and spend $100, and it's paid for, done, right? So, for me personally, a business that is not something that is a necessity, I would not go to the Wabash Farmer. I would not go to the Wabash First Friday. And I feel like, and I'm really glad that I did this, that this is exactly what the Wabash Farmers Market would be like as well. So I'm glad that I ended up choosing Noblesville and not Wabash, because I would not be able to make a median of $300 every time if I went to Wabash. I had to put a weight on the back of my van poster thing because it kept falling over.
OMG, long time no see. This is Editing Genesis, and it is currently today is June 15th. So it has been a while since I have posted a YouTube video. I think I just got sidetracked with all this stuff that I needed to do, and I've been going back and forth between my place and staying with my boyfriend and going back and forth and staying for a little bit. Right, and just like getting a little bogged down. So sorry about not having an upload, but here are the first 3 events, one of them being in May, but the first 2 events, I guess, of June. So all in all, it was a good beginning, but I will say that next week, like the week after this, so the week I just went through, that will be all recorded on my camera. I've just had like a little bit of an issue recording on my phone because I constantly have to take out like my little square reader, put it back in, and then having storage issues as well. So I've just converted to all on my camera, and so I can also film while I'm having like customer interactions and just film different things that I wouldn't be able to like otherwise with a camera. And so I'm switching back to that. So the audio quality and the video quality might go down, but let's just say it's for the aesthetic, okay? So I hope to see you next week. Sorry for the delay in videos, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later. Bye.